Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I'm here to get this Real Housewives of Potomac review on out the way. I'm not going to keep you long. I'm going to have more fun over on the panel, at 8:05. I don't know why it's 8:05. I'm going to have to ask Kamisha why it's 8:05, but 8:05 p.m. Central, I'll be on Kamisha Reviews. It's a panel of us ladies, myself, Kamisha, Confessions, Maud, Erica, Dina. We have a good time on the panel, so I'm going to save some of my shady comments for there, but I want to give a thorough review for my own platform, so let's get into it. Hey, Eric, how you doing? I took a couple of notes because this episode was very dry. It's very filler. By the end of this episode, we can see it's going to be on and popping next week, so I'll be more entertaining next week. I'm kind of over the bullshit. Trying not to curse. I'm over the BS storyline, like Chris Bassett, Candace. All the ladies said he was looking at him. All the ladies are uncomfortable. I'm over it, but let's get into it so we can get it on out the way. We open up with, it's still Candace versus Ashley. Candace says, Ashley, you are a vindictive B. I agree. And, they exchanged a couple of more words. She was like, your husband been in a couple more DMs and they ain't been as innocent as mine. She said another big word, but I ain't even going to try to stumble over that word. And I was like, Ashley, if that was true, where are the receipts? Because no one just calls you like, oh, Candace's husband was in my DMs. No. A person is going to be like, girl, screenshot. Look at Candace's husband in my DMs, girl. So where are the receipts? Where are the receipts, Ashley? I don't believe it. Candace says, that's why your husband has a client named, and they blurped out the name, and he meets up with him and gives him fellatio. And I said, ooh, I believe it, because your husband was on this TV show wanting to give fellatio to another husband on this show. So it's not hard for us to believe that he gives men fellatio. And it's very clear in your marriage, and I'm going to say allegedly because I really don't know the ins and outs of your marriage, Ashley, Michael, but it's very clear, Ashley, you say you're bisexual. Your husband is probably bisexual as well. You both have that understanding. You both probably have sexual fun together. You're tired of the sexual fun. Michael is not. So he off in the Bahamas and he left you. I don't know. I mean, Michael is of a particular age where maybe being bisexual wasn't in the forefront as it is in 2022. So I can understand why Michael might want to keep his tea secret, and Ashley's like, I'm bisexual, I've been with women, we do threesomes, all that. But we kind of could look at Michael and see he into the same things Ashley into. So I don't understand why it's an issue. I don't understand why they're making it so taboo. Really, Candace, I really don't care. That wasn't really good tea for me, because you're saying something that we already know. He damn near admitted it on the show. So it's something we already know, and Ashley wasn't like, not my husband. And I don't know why Karen and everyone like, oh, I'm disgusted. Like, we've heard Michael, Robin had a whole season where she went around saying he said this about somebody's husband. And at the reunion, she said it was her husband. Fast forward. We at the event, they get to arguing. Wendy burning papers. The girls are disgusted. They get up, they leave. Cool. I was over the shit too. See, I can't even not curse through this show because they aggravate me. And I'm trying not to curse. I'm trying to be more professional. I agree, Eric. Ashley is very raggedy. Very. And then they showed a clip of the so-called friend that Chris was supposed to be hollering at the spring party. The friend is Chris is on his phone paying that lady dust. And then I've heard people on the Twitter curb saying, well, he could have been hollering at her in another clip that they didn't show. Do you think As much as production has been showing receipts all season, if they had a clip being friendly in this lady's face that they wouldn't show it to show Candace, look at your man, look at your man. I believe they put that clip in there to show there is no footage. Chris isn't paying this lady any attention. Everybody goes their separate ways. I don't understand why Wendy, who is supposed to be really good friends with Candace, is still hee ha ha in Ashley's face after Candace walks off. I would have told Ashley, you go on the sprinter with your dragon friends, Giselle, my dragon, and Robaris, who is the wild dragon that I can't seem to catch. But I'm gonna catch her ass one day and put her in the same chain Giselle is sitting in right over there. Anyway, next, Candace has to have a conversation with Giselle. They pretty much go back and forth. He said, she said. I believe Chris. I believe Candace. I believe common sense. You are a grown ass, lived half of your life ass woman. When you walk into a room and you see that it's empty, and in your mind you don't want to be in a room with a married man, an empty room, you immediately turn around and say, oh, let's go to the bar. My glam is gone. Let's have this conversation in the lobby. Or, oh, let's just stand out here in the hallway and talk. To me, if you're that uncomfortable having a private conversation with a married man, you could have told Chris from jump, look, I don't need to have a conversation about you and your wife without your wife present. No. Call me, text me, or you could have just said, no, you don't want to have the conversation. But see, you messy. And Chris did a DM. It wasn't a DM. It was an Instagram live that I saw on Confessions Instagram channel, that she took a clip where he said, if you were so uncomfortable, you talk to your friend Robin, who told you it was nothing. And let's not backtrack it as if Robin said it was really something going on. Robin told her that night, girl, that was nothing. You didn't call Candace the next night. You didn't call Candace the next week. You didn't call Candace the next month. You waited 5 months until a camera was in your face to voice your uncomfortability. A word. You waited 5 months till you were on camera to voice your concerns, Giselle. Trash, trifling. We know you for your works. Moving on. But in that scene, Candace said something that went left. She said Candace told her she was the reason why women don't come forward for sexual abuse. I had a day to process what Candace said, and I kind of understand what Candace meant by what she said. She was trying to say, because dragons like you lie. Because dragons like you, Giselle, lie so much that when people come forward with sexual assault claims, and I know this YouTube, I'm probably not supposed to be saying sexual assault, but my account ain't monetized yet, so I can say the word. When I get monetized, I'll be more careful. But because women like you lie, you make it hard for women who do want to come forward. Everyone is always believing the male before the woman. Like, oh, she could be lying, or she was hoeing. You did see what she had on. It's a lot of backwards BS women have to go through when they come forward with sexual assault claims, where we don't, as a society, we like to say we believe women first, but we don't. We always trying to find out, well, I don't think he would do anything like that, or so-and-so lied last week, so she probably lying too. So I understand what Candace meant, but I think it was a little too much for this situation, to where now Giselle can play victim. Like Candace said, women, I'm the reason women don't come forward with sexual assault. Like, that's too big of an issue for Giselle's small brain. Giselle's brain isn't big enough to process what you're really trying to say, Candace. And even if it was, all she sees is victimhood. How can I be a victim of the things you said? So I wish you would have kept drilling the point of the situation at hand and not try to give her that read, because that read kind of took it a little bit too far to the left for me. For me, because I'm on your side with everything else, Candace. I'm on your side with everything else. I just felt like that dig, that little dig right there, took it somewhere to where now Giselle has something else to argue about, and forget her. But anyway, everybody go their separate ways. I don't care nothing about what um Ashley and Wendy were talking about. For me, Giselle is a fake. Wendy is a fake friend, Candace. Wendy Wendy wants to be on television. Wendy is trying to make reality TV. She didn't realize shit just got real. Let me jump in for my friend. She's still trying to burn pieces of paper. She's still talking to Ashley, laughing with Ashley. I'm not that kind of friend. If I see my friend and somebody else who is just like an associate get into it, I got my friends back. Not that I'm gonna fight Ashley for you, but Ashley, gone over there with them, and I'm here comforting you. I wouldn't even put my friend back on a sprinter with all these people that just said all this nasty stuff about her. Just me, but let's move on. I'm tired of the dragons too. I'm telling you, Giselle, you see, just come on out, Giselle. See Giselle on her chain. You see her chain right here. Giselle is on her chain, so she's locked up. But I can't catch Robin. Robin is a wild dragon. And as soon as I lasso her ass up, Robin ass gonna be in the same chain as Giselle. But I'm tired of the dragons too. I can't stand their asses. They aggravate me even more as the episodes go on. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on, moving on. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I'm already on my last page of notes. Ashley meets up with her divorce attorney about damn time. That whole scene could have been a fast forward, but I watched it, to take notes. I ain't taking no notes. Only thing I put in my notes was fast forward. What I learned from that scene is that Ashley really doesn't want to be divorced. I honestly believe Michael is the one that wants out, because Ashley doesn't want to play around in the bedroom the way she used to. She wants to be a mom, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. But I think Michael is the one who's like, okay, well, you can go. I'm about to go get me a vasectomy and hit these streets. Because you see, Michael done got his vasectomy. He done been to Vegas, this weekend, the Bahamas. Michael wants out. Michael wants to have fun, and Ashley doesn't. And there's nothing wrong with that. They aren't compatible anymore. But Ashley admits the stalling, and I feel like Ashley is stalling because maybe she's hoping Michael in this year of separation to get some of his freak on out and come back to the family. I believe Ashley doesn't want to leave that money. It was key things said in this conversation that were like ding, ding, ding for me. In the prenup, any money Michael made before he said I do to Ashley Darby is she can't touch. And we all know Michael is an older man. So I'm assuming Michael made majority of his wealth way before he met Ashley, which means probably 90% of his wealth Ashley can't touch. Whatever little bit of interest and deals, Michael might have made these past 8 years, Ashley can probably get a percentage of that. But for the most part, majority of Michael's millions, Ashley, she ain't got no say-so in. So that's why she's hoping this man will buy her a house. She hoping this man gonna set her up with some good child support, a little bit of alimony. I'm sure the prenup is tight. It's unfortunate because I feel like, Ashley, you're now on a level where you can make this kind of money for yourself. You're on Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm telling you, ladies, if you all could just be friends with Candy and learn how to spin these platforms into coins, you wouldn't need a Michael Darby to set you up. Or you just greedy. But it's very clear Ashley doesn't want to leave this man because she doesn't want to leave the lifestyle that she has become accustomed to. And as soon as she signs that ink on the dotted line and she don't have another benefactor, sugar daddy, she gonna have to live off her brothel checks, which is still a good coin. You could do it. You probably can't live. You might have to live how Robin and Giselle are living. But you know, Robin and Giselle are living better than most people. So I don't even watch the show when I was bored last week and watch a review for episode 5 and had a good laugh. So I'm here again today. Thank you, Koki. It ain't too much to laugh at this week because this week was boring. We're gonna have fun next week when we see another dragon get to Dakarison on people. Because Mia is a huge dragon. She like Vagar. She tower over everybody. Okay, moving on. Okay. Mia meets up with Jacqueline and Sharice. I don't care nothing about them. Y'all don't care nothing about Jacqueline and Sharice. I noticed that Sharice's feet look so bad. They couldn't even unblur them and show us her real feet. Sharice's feet stayed in blur the whole scene. The camera never went into focus. I said, you know them some bad feet if the camera can't even focus on them. They weren't talking about nothing. Let's fast forward. Ashley met up with Giselle and Robin somewhere, and they talking about meeting up with the lawyer and a lot of blah, 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 rehash. The one thing we learned in this scene is that we really ain't learned it. We knew it all along. Ashley is a liar. Ashley, you said at that party, you put an offer in on the house and you made the offer in the LLC, but somebody outbid you, so you lost the house. So either you put an offer in on a house in the LLC name or the LLC ain't never been created. Even if Michael lied to you, you can't put an offer in on a lie. Actually, you are a liar. That's why I don't believe nothing you saying about Chris Bassett. Move on from me with these lies. You ladies lie so much, y'all can't even keep them up. You can't even keep them up. But who cares? I already explained that divorce situation. And they go back and forth on if they believe, if Michael really said something about having a client and giving fellatio to this other man. Who cares? Giselle did say, this is the one thing I agree with Giselle. And I'll never agree with Giselle. She said, if the escort looks like Juan Dixon, Michael is giving fellatio. I did laugh at that. Giselle sometimes can make me chuckle, but I just hate her. I really hate her, and hate is a strong word. Like, Giselle is on the same level as Shaunie O'Neal. I have to show this picture. I didn't have time to upload it, but I was on Instagram, and I believe he's a YouTuber. His name is Make It Make Sense, and he put up this picture. You can't see it because I got that background on. It's a picture of Shaunie O'Neal and Evelyn Lozada being colorist to OG, and then you have Robin and Giselle being colorist to Wendy. And he said, "Don't you see the pattern?" I said, "Yep, I sure do see it. I equally hate Giselle as much as I hate Shaunie O'Neal. So yes, I see the pattern and I understand." Giselle goes off more and say, Chris has been talking about me on Twitter, and since he's been talking about me on Twitter, I don't care if he begs, I'm never going to forgive him. Bitch, ain't nobody even asking for your forgiveness. See, I done cursed. Girl, ain't nobody offering you an apology, so we good. I'm sure Chris and Candace are like, girl, we good. Wasn't nobody going to offer you nothing. If anything, you need to apologize to them. And we need to keep our foot on Giselle's neck. She's the one who owes them an apology. I can't stand the way she plays victim. I can't stand the way she starts shit over and over and over and over and over again. And then when people clap back at her, She's now the victim. I ain't never gonna forgive him. They said something about my daughter. Oh, she said something about my relationship. What relationship, girl? She always finds a way to play victim, and then y'all out there who are Giselle fans, y'all fall for it. I can't understand how. I'm like, are we watching the same TV show? I don't be understanding. I think it's another version of Potomac that I don't get to see, because I don't understand how anybody likes this lady. I really don't. I honestly feel like people who like her act just like her. But let's move on. Okay. Fast forward all the packing for Miami. Fast forward the airport. Fast forward all of that. We get to Miami. They get in the cars. Mia splits everyone up. In my notes, I made note of Robin having to be in the same car as Wendy, Ashley, and Charisse. And I noticed on that car ride that Robin, Wendy, and Ashley were able to talk, make jokes, laugh. And I'm like, it's amazing how Robin can be cordial with people when her dragon friend isn't around. Like, she's not a wild dragon when Giselle is not around. She acts like a tamed dragon. But as soon as Giselle gets to flapping, and that's why I try to keep her ass on the chain. As soon as Giselle gets to flapping, Robin goes wild. She starts to chorusing on people. She starts flying up in people's face like she gonna do something. That's why I don't like when Giselle is around. She makes Robin a wild dragon. When Robin really does know how to act when her dragon friend isn't around. But anyway, Mia has some clever thing of picking rooms. I want to talk about the room accommodations, and then I'm gonna let the episode go because that was it. Number one, the house looked lovely. Giselle was complaining like, girl, why we ain't on that beach? And I'm like, I thought regular people went to South Beach. Like, when I go to Miami, I go down to South Beach. I get me a room for $300-$400 a night. We stay on the strip. We walk to the beach. We walk up and down the strip, have a good time, party, party, party. I thought rich people with coins, rent Airbnbs, rent yachts, and they stay on the ocean and they have an excellent ocean view. But see, that tells me Giselle regular just like me and you. I told my house looked better than hers. So, I mean, this ain't my house, but it just tells me these ladies really don't have the class that they trying to put on that they have. But anyway, a nice house. It's 9 ladies and 6 bedrooms. Now, knowing that these ladies really aren't friends like that, they're just coworker friends. If I went out of town with my coworker friends, I'm not sharing a room with them, period. I really wouldn't want to share a bathroom with my coworker friends. But say I went out of town with my coworker friends and one of my homegirls, my real homegirls was with me, I wouldn't mind sharing a room that Giselle and Robin have. Like me and Tamiko out of town with my coworker friends, me and Tamiko could share a room, share a bathroom. We cool. Done. If I'm out of town with my real friends, because I've done this where we've had an Airbnb and for whatever reason, they locked the master bedroom. So we only had one full bathroom and a half bathroom. So we all had to share a bathroom, but we had our own bedrooms. I didn't mind that either. But like I said, these are work friends. So as work friends, I didn't see a problem with Giselle and Robin sharing a room. We know they're real friends. Mia and her real friend, Jacqueline, shared a room. But she threw Wendy and Candace in a room together with looked like a double bed. It didn't even look like a queen size bed to me. And those rooms were tiny. Like, what kind of mansion is this? I'd rather have a mansion. Instead of saying I have 6 bedrooms, I'd rather have 4 really nice bedrooms. Because that room that Karen is in with that sliding door, I wouldn't want to stay in that shit either. I don't want no sliding ass paper door and everybody gonna be up running around being loud and I'm trying to go to sleep and I'm right here. To me, that's an office that they threw a bed in. That's not a room. That probably was a 4-bedroom house that they just stuck extra beds in places to make it 6. I don't know, but if these people were really friends, I wouldn't have a problem with the accommodations. But I feel like when we're going, bravo. I don't know why when you all go to these cities, y'all just don't stay in hotels. Let these ladies get their own equally, equal junior suite, whatever, with a hotel, with a bathroom, let them all have their own room. And then whoever is hosting the trip, give them a presidential suite so they can go up there and get drunk, party, and do all the foolishness in the presidential suite. I don't understand why we're still renting Airbnbs and having these ladies argue, fuss, and fight over rooms every season. And then I don't understand, if you ladies are all boss bitches, you all got the good coins, you all so high and mighty selling all these hats and sweatshirts, and we know Giselle ain't selling shit, but everybody is a boss. If I enter an Airbnb and I don't see the accommodations that I like, doop, 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 doop. I got the Hilton app on my phone. It's all, you can always find a room at somebody Hilton. Because I love a good Embassy Suites. Embassy Suites, you got availability. I wouldn't stay, which is why I don't mind Sharice talking about, I'm not staying in this house sharing a bathroom where I don't know who. No, I need to have my own bathroom. But anyway, that's the end of the episode. At the end, Mia calls Peter. Peter got beef with Wendy. Wendy ain't sending that $300 check, so Peter thought he was getting ready to run off with a new business. But Eddie said, not with my damn money. That's what Eddie said. He said, not with my money. And then next week, Mia and Wendy are going to fight. I want to see what the fight is about. I just want to see how the fight starts, what it's about. I'm going to guess. I'm 99% sure Mia started the shit. Because I don't see a reason for Wendy just to outright be nasty to Mia, for Mia to throw a drink on her and want to fight. But we shall see next week. I could be wrong. Because Wendy does give me, I want to be on TV by any means necessary. I get that from Wendy a lot. But that's the end of my review. Again, you all, in an hour, really an hour and 5 minutes, I'm really going to ask Kamisha, why is it 8:05? But in an hour and 5 minutes, I will be on Kamisha Reviews with the panel. We're going to go over the episode again. We're going to have a really good time. I'm about to get me a couple of shots of tequila so I can really have a good time. It's been a long day at work. A long day at work. I need to relax. So thank you all for stopping by and chatting with me about the Potomac ladies. It should be a juicier episode next week. If you're on the rewatch, please get in the comments and let me know what you thought about this week's episode. I want to know what you thought. Like this video, subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am 5 subscribers away from 900. And I'm thinking of really, really good, cute, fun things I can do to really push to that 1,000 once I get to 500. And even if I don't get to the 900 by December they do, is it Vlogmas, whatever, where you're supposed to do fun things on your YouTube channel every day. I'm going to try my best to participate in that and come up with some really cute content. And it's not going to all be reviews. Some will be like game nights, maybe makeup reviews, food reviews. Like, I want to just do something every day on my channel to really push to that 1,000. So I'm going to have some fun in December. If you have any cute ideas, please send them to me. I will review it. I will talk about it. Let me know. But until next week, I guess I'll see y'all later. Bye.